Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5, and today's going to be kind of an interesting video, at least to me. It's kind of reminiscing about the past. Before we got an Academy Sports and Outdoors sporting goods store, we had two options if we wanted to buy sporting goods equipment. This was before Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop having a website. This was before the internet, really, or before the internet was what it is today. I mean, I think I think we had dial-up, and for those of you who don't know what dial-up is, it is a pain in the butt to surf the web with dial-up. And but this was before the internet was what it is today. We either went to Walmart to buy hunting equipment or sporting goods equipment, or my town had a Army-Navy store. Some towns have Army-Navy stores or surplus stores, military surplus stores. They're not always called Army-Navy, but they do kind of the same thing. But basically sporting goods store or military surplus stores. And this is where you got a lot of your gear. I always enjoyed going to my local Army-Navy store. We had two different buildings when I was a kid. One was geared more towards hunting and camping, and the other one was geared towards the actual artifacts and gear surplus items of the military, including, but not limited to, camouflage clothing, medals, like you could buy a Purple Heart medal there if you wanted to. But they had various medals. They had different kinds of, like inert grenades. You can get a dog tag made there. Just about anything military from Vietnam and earlier, you can find that kind of gear there. But it wasn't too uncommon. Hey, I need some stuff to go hunting. Let's go to the Army-Navy store and go get it. In fact, my first camouflage shirt that I ever owned, my dad bought it, and it was like at the Army-Navy store, but it had like it was like a factory second, and like one sleeve was longer than the other, but it was tiger stripe camo. And I wore it, I was always a small kid. I was always like a rail, I was real skinny. So my dad bought this shirt. It was an adult shirt, but I wore it from childhood to high school, and that was my hunting shirt. And so that was really memorable. These are both artifacts that my dad gave me. This is a pocket transit. It says Compass M2, but I tried doing research on it, and it seems to be a transit of sorts, and I really don't know how to use it. I do know how to use a compass, but this is a little bit different. And Army surplus is, far as I can tell, this is used to aim artillery shells, and that's what you would use it for. But this is something recent that my dad gave me. Actually, he didn't give me this specifically. He gave me an old tackle box that he was no longer using, and this was in the old tackle box. Like I said, back in the day, we didn't have a sporting goods store. You either went to Walmart or you went to the Army-Navy store. And this is sunburn preventative cream or paste, and I think it's 2 ounces. Yes, contains 2 ounces, and this is from 1967. This is Vietnam era sunscreen, I think, and nice olive drab tin. Obviously, you don't need a lot of sunscreen if you're wearing full battle gear and it's mostly just your face, I'm imagining. But like I said, my dad shopped at the Army-Navy store. He picked this up, put it in his tackle box. Possibly 2 decades later, we came across it. And I was like, wow, I wonder if this stuff is still good, and I want to get more information on it. So what I do normally is, like if I'm looking up military sunscreen, a lot of times I'll go straight to eBay and I'll type in military sunscreen, and it'll give me the proper name of it, although this has kind of a name on it. But, I get kind of a feel for what the item is, and I'll search it on the internet and stuff. And I decided that I wanted to know if this sunscreen was still good. So I went on eBay. I bought 2 brand new, unissued, unopened cans of this sunscreen, and I'll open up one of these bags. They seem to be brand new. I haven't opened either one of these cans up yet, but you can see that this one's not scratched to heck and stuff. So I'm curious if opening this up and using some of it might have added some oxygen or bacteria to it that might make it unusable. And if so, I'll just clean this can out and use it for something else. And I have some military grade sunscreen if I want to use it. Anyways, I thought I'd open up these 2 cans on camera, and this is just kind of a video explaining that we didn't always have Cheaper Than Dirt, Midway USA, all these websites that you can just find anything and everything you want. And military surplus stuff can be affordable. So let's get started. Let's open up the old one first. No, wait. Let's open up the new one first. It's kind of stiff. I don't know if it threads or if it... Oh, it does not thread. That's why I have this, in case it does not thread off. This is my Herbertus tourist knife. I love the stag that Herbertus uses on their knives, but they are a little bit overpriced. Doesn't smell bad, but it has... let's see if I can get it to focus. Some dark stuff in there. This is the new one. Don't know what that is. But here is the sunscreen paste cream, whatever you want to call it. And, it's pretty old. It's from at least 1967. That seems to be the date. If you see the date code on there, I'll get it to focus. December 67. So, let's open up this antique one. Or not antique, but used one. And something to keep in mind, my dad probably did use this, possibly, and he might have had fish guts on his hands when he got this stuff out. Oh, that stuff, you can see it's missing a considerable amount of it, but it looks pretty much the same. You can see that this can was inverted for some time. That has a good bit of it missing, and you really can't tell the difference. Is there a textural difference? Yeah, the opened can is a lot softer. I don't know how to demonstrate this, but this is a lot I want to say it's creamier. That's the way I'll describe it. This is more of a paste. It's tacky. This actually, you can see it picking up the can. I'm actually making divots in it by just tapping it. So that's interesting, and that's pretty much what the video is about, was my curiosity of this sunscreen. Like I said, I have no way of going back in time to Vietnam and seeing if this stuff was a different color when it was issued, but this was just a little experiment. Maybe I'll use it as sunscreen. But to give you a little show, the new can had this black stuff in it. And I don't know if that was from the lid or if that's some kind of mold. I don't know what it is. But I don't think it's dangerous unless I eat it. And I'm not going to be eating this paste. So that's not how I roll. But that's the video. I got 3 cans of this sunscreen now. I don't know if it's actually from 67 or if they just designated that this model name as December 67, and it should focus. It says a December 67. I don't know if that's just when this stuff was invented or produced, or if that's what this can is specifically from that month and year. But that's it. That's kind of my military collection as of right now. I used to have what is it, a M65 jacket. I don't know what happened to it. Kind of wish I still had it. Might go to the Army Navy store and pick me up another one. Or I might go online and get a modern rendition of the 67 or 65. Look who it is. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Austin, how are you?
I'm good. I'm filming a video. You want to say hi?
Hey!
Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm actually ending the video right now. You called it a good time. So, anyways, that's it, YouTube. I'm a Satsu5, and I'm out. Say bye, Matt.
Y'all have a good night.
Okay.